The Fed Chair Jerome Powell and the Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen telling lawmakers today, you have just 20 days to either raise this or suspend the debt ceiling. And if you don't do that, America could face an economic crisis.
It would be disastrous for the American economy, for global financial markets, and for millions of families and workers whose financial security would be jeopardized by delayed payments.
Secretary Yellen added that a failure to raise the debt ceiling could halt child tax credit payments for 30 million families, delay Social Security payments for 50 million seniors, and result in a spike in unemployment. Time is running out for Democrats and Republicans to come to an agreement. They have until the 18th of October to raise the debt ceiling. And on a separate issue, they have only until this Thursday at midnight to fund the government. News team coverage now. NBC's Leanne Caldwell on the political fight on the Hill. First, CNBC's Steve Leisman on today's economic warning. Steve?
Shep, thanks. The Treasury Secretary saying failing to raise the debt limit would deliver a 1-2 punch to the U.S. economy, a financial panic, and a recession. If that weren't enough, Yellen said it would do long-term damage to the premier status of the dollar in the global economy and undermine the faith and credit of the U.S. government. Now, you could yawn and say Treasury secretaries always serve up these kind of warnings in the final days before the government runs out of cash, except for one thing, economically, these dire predictions probably are right. The Treasury Secretary says government coffers run dry October 18th, as you said. This comes as the economy is dealing with several headwinds. There's the Delta variant, which Powell said was slowing the economic recovery. Yellen noted the economic recovery was fragile but rapid, and that the Delta variant was suppressing the speed of the rebound. On inflation, Powell saying the effects were larger and longer lasting than anticipated, but would begin to fall back. Yellen saying, in her view, inflation at the end of the year would probably be close to 4%, or double what the Fed's looking for.
Oof. And Steve, Senator Elizabeth Warren really laid into Chairman Powell today.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren is known for not mincing her words, but she surprised even some in her own party today what she said about Fed Chair Jay Powell on the issue of banking regulation.
Over and over, you have acted to make our banking system less safe, and that makes you a dangerous man to head up the Fed, and it's why I will oppose your renomination.
Warren accused Powell of weakening new rules put in place after the financial crisis to avoid future taxpayer bailouts. Now, Powell disputed the charge and pointed out that banks have more money, well, essentially in the bank, and are safer than they have been in history. Back to the original dangerous man, Shep.
Steve, thanks.